Praise the Lord, everyone. Today we'll start with Leviticus 13. Regulations about defeating skin diseases. The Lord said to Moses and Aaron, when anyone has a swelling or a rash or a shiny spot on their skin that may be a defiling skin disease, they must be brought to Aaron the priest or to one of his sons who is a priest. The priest is to examine the score on the skin, and if the hair is the score has turned white and the score appears to be more than skin deep, it is a defeating skin disease. When the priest examines that person, he shall pronounce them ceremonially unclean. If the shiny spot on the skin is white but does not appear to be more than skin deep, and the hair in it has not turned white, the priest is to isolate the affected person for 7 days. On the 7th day, the priest is to examine them, and if he sees that the score is unchanged and has not spread in the skin, he is to isolate them for another 7 days. On the 7th day, the priest is to examine them again, and if the sore has faded and has not spread in the skin, the priest shall announce them clean. It is only a rash. They must wash their clothes and they will be clean. But if the rash spread in their skin after they have shown themselves to the priest to be announced clean, they must appear before the priest again. The priest is to examine the person, and if the rash spread in the skin, he shall pronounce them unclean. It is a defiling skin disease. If the disease breaks out all over the skin, so far as the priest can see, it covers all the skin of the affected person from head to foot. The priest is to examine them, and if the disease has covered with whole body, he shall pronounce them clean. Since it has all turned white, they are clean. But whenever raw flesh appears on them, they will be unclean. When the priest sees the raw flesh, he shall pronounce them unclean. The raw flesh is unclean. When someone has a boil on their skin and it heals, and in the place where the boil was, a white swelling or reddish white spot appears, they must present themselves to the priest. The priest is to examine it, and if it appears to be more than skin deep and the hair in it has turned white, the priest shall pronounce that person unclean. It is a defiling skin disease that has broke out where the boil was. But if when the priest examines it, there is no white hair in it, and it is not more than skin deep and has a faded color, then the priest is to isolate them for 7 days. If it is spreading in the skin, the priest shall pronounce them unclean. It is a defiling skin disease. But if the spot is unchanged and has not spread, it is only a scare from the boil, and the priest shall pronounce them unclean. When someone has a burn on their skin and a reddish white or white spot appears in the raw flesh of the burn, the priest is to examine the spot, and if the hair in it has turned white, it is appeared to be more than skin deep, it is a defiling disease that has broke out in the burn. But if when the priest examines the sore, it does not seem to be more than skin deep, is there no black hair in it, then the priest is to isolate the affected person for 7 days. The Lord said to Moses, these are the regulations for any diseased person at the time of their ceremonial cleansing. When they are brought to the priest is to go outside camp and examine them. If they have been healed of their defiling skin disease, the priest shall order that 2 live clean birds and some cedar wood, scarlet yarn, and hyssop be brought for this person to be cleansed. Then the priest shall order that one of the bird be killed over fresh water in a clay pot. He is then to take the live bird and dip it together with the cedar wood and the scarlet yarn into the blood of the bird that was killed over the fresh water for 7 days and 7 times. Amen. God bless you all.